is going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. Today, from our good friends over at ringsidecollectibles.com, we have the brand new Elite Series 85. As always, when you shop at ringsidecollectibles.com, use code 4LIFE. It'll save you 10% off of your order at checkout. And today we are taking a look at Aleister Black and the newest Boneyard Undertaker action figure. I'm a big fan of both. I love Aleister Black. It's a shame that WWE is really not giving him an opportunity. I was really getting behind him. Do like his dark persona. Kind of actually reminds me a little of The Undertaker. And, you know, this took just about a year to come out. You know, we saw The Undertaker debut this Boneyard attire last year at WrestleMania. So definitely was in the works. He does look great. Even comes with the shovel. But taking a look at the figures in the packaging, you get an image of Aleister Black and The Undertaker on the front. A quick look at the sides. The beautiful images of both. And on the back, you have the read-up as well as the other figures in the wave. We're going to come back and get these highly anticipated figures out of the packaging. So here we have Aleister Black and The Undertaker out of the packaging. And I absolutely love both of these figures. Let's get into Aleister Black first. And just a quick note. So there is a chase figure of Aleister Black. This is the regular version. The only difference, I think, is his knee pad has a different logo and there's a different design on the back of his trunks. Kind of lackluster if you ask me, but I guess that's what they could have afforded with the deco on this wave. But just keep a note that this is the regular version. There is a chase out there if you do want to collect both. But as far as the coat on both figures, they are the same. And getting right into this one, this has some great detail and design. Look at the black and the gold. Look at these rips in the robe. Really good, really menacing. You got the horns, obviously the most aesthetic features sticking out. You got the little tassels or pieces of cloth that are hanging off on the sides. Just very evil looking. This guy is so sinister, man. I do like it. It's just different. And that's how pro wrestling should be. It shouldn't be a bunch of cookie cutter guys who are in great shape. I mean, he's all tatted up. He's got a gimmick. He's got a look. I absolutely love it. Take a look at the hood. Got a little sculpting where it goes down. A little pointy in the back. Some more of the gold, kind of like, looks like stitching up here. But looks very good. Does have some weight to it, but it is flexible. It is pliable. So as you can see, it's not that hard to remove. You want to get a look with the roll without the figure. Definitely will pop on anyone's shelf. This looks very good. I do like that. And of course, accessory-wise, you do get 2 interchangeable hands. Of course, he does have his tattoo detail on them. So very nicely done, as we've seen in the past with other Aleister Black figures. And they've used this head sculpt now, I think, on all 3 of his Elites. So you had the NXT figure that came out, the Elite 73, and now the Elite 85. I kind of wish we would have got different head sculpt, but, you know, it does look good, so I'm not going to complain. And the one great thing is, every time we get a new Aleister Black, I feel like he's added some more tattoos. So we do get some new tattoos. I think it's on his leg on this figure. As you can see on the bottom, he did have a few of these on the Elite 73. We'll get into later in the review. But just an overview of his tattoos. There's just so many. Can only imagine how long it took them to capture all this, looking at, you know, images of Aleister. You get the menacing demon on his back. There's the trunks design. Taking a look at the other arm. You get the little tattoo behind his head. The ponytail. More tat detail. And taking a look at his boots. So one is just a basic black. The other one does have some texturing. And it's hard to tell, but it looks maybe a little brownish. Kind of a weird color there, but it looks very nice. So again, very similar to what we've seen with Aleister Black. So we have seen a few figures have the double jointed elbows in this wave. Aleister Black does have the single jointed. Again, Mattel is going to integrate that with the line going forward. And here's some more tattoo detail in case we missed it on his neck. Just so much. So toyetic. I really love this guy. I hope, you know, he does get more of an opportunity going forward. If not, let him go and maybe we'll see him in AEW or Impact Wrestling. But now moving on to The Undertaker. Personally, this was probably my most anticipated figure from the wave. Elite 85, definitely a solid wave. Mattel did a great job, but, you know, Watching that Boneyard match, to me, it stole the show at WrestleMania. I'm sure a lot of you agree. So I was definitely waiting for this figure to come. We finally got it almost a year later. Accessory-wise, you get 2 open gloved hands, kind of like chokeslam hands. He does come with this removable bandana. I don't know how I feel about it. You kind of have to play around with it, because sometimes it can look like it's a little too high. You don't want to push it too far down, but I mean, I guess it was a little bulky in the match, how I do remember it, so not too bad. It looks pretty good. It is removable. You get this shovel as well for the infamous Boneyard match where he buries AJ Styles. It's got a little green handle, and it does come apart, so if you do want to use it for pictures, he's breaking it on someone, you can do that. Ports in pretty easily as well. So there you go. That's the shovel. Look at this scan. So this is, I think, very similar to that Walmart exclusive, celebrating the 30 years of The Undertaker. I want to say it's the same head. We'll get into comparisons, but I'm not too sure. Obviously, he does have the sculpted ponytail from the Boneyard match. The vest itself is not removable. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to pry it open, you could, but it looks like it's glued pretty tight. Or maybe you could pop the arms off and slide off, but I mean, I don't know why you'd want to, but if you wanted to, you can do that option. The vest does look a tad bulky, if you ask me, just a little bit, but I mean, it works. I do like the design. You get all the buckles and the studs on it. The beautiful Undertaker logo on the back, that looks very good. I do like that. And the pants are, so they are kind of the same leather pants we've seen with a bunch of Undertaker Elites before. I feel like they did add some more deco and sculpting to make it a little more accurate to the match. As you can see, that the studs are not just painted on. There is actual sculpting on the pants, so you can see right there on the sides. This figure's got some weight to it, you know. I do like it. It's definitely a bulkier figure. Looks very good. I'm very happy. And look at that scan, man. Just so good. Probably the Undertaker's last match. Hopefully ended with a bang. It was very good. And what other way to celebrate with this figure? We're gonna come back and get to some figure comparisons. So here we have the new Elite 85 Aleister Black versus the Elite 73 figure. You can see face-wise they're very similar. They both have some pretty awesome vests. I don't know which one I like better. I like the vest on the Elite 73 better, slightly, and I do like the attire on the new Elite 85. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below which one you guys like better. But you know, kind of taking a look at the vest, very toyetic. You know, just to get some comparisons on the back. Mattel's really knocked it out of the park when it comes to Aleister figures. And removing the vests, you can see the tattoo details between the two figures. And you know what really pissed me off with this figure? I know it's probably accurate. He didn't have any wrist tape, and he looks so naked without it. So I added like the cuffs that come with the Undertaker figure. But I do like how the new Elite 85 has the tape wrists. I feel like it just kind of completes the look, even though you lose a little bit of the tattoo detail. But like I was saying before, you can see he always gets some new tattoos. So his leg does have one of the new updated tattoos over here that the Elite 73 does not. What I do not like is, so if you look at the back, I love his demon on the back. The Elite 73 seems to have a little more detail on the green on the face than the Elite 85. I don't know, maybe it's a deco thing, a cost where they just kind of had to cut some corners. But, I mean, even the color of the tattoo, you can see it's a little lighter on this one. I will have to say the Elite 73 probably has the better tattoo detail, if that's what you're after. But, I mean, the Elite 85 is still a solid figure. Looking at the face scan, you can see the beard is a little dark on the new Elite 85 versus his last Elite. And you can see the details on the trunks on the back. The boots are actually very similar. The textured boot, I think, is... maybe the new one's a little bit of a different shade of brown. Maybe this one's a little darker. But that's your two Aleister Black figures. We're going to come back and look at a bunch of Undertakers. Undertaker comparison time. So let's start off with some American Badass, kind of big evil Undertaker. I feel like the Boneyard Taker was kind of a combination of the Phenom, you know, the American Badass Taker. So, I mean, gear is very well inspired by that. Obviously, the motorcycle too. So here you can see we have the big evil. I think that's Elite. I don't even remember, 55. And obviously the American Badass Undertaker, just to give you an idea of what they look with kind of the merge image that we had with the Boneyard match. And here we have a WrestleMania Elite Undertaker and the most recent Walmart exclusive celebration 30 years of the Undertaker Elite. Let's get these coats off. And you can see some of the later, I guess, kind of run in his career Undertaker figures. I mean, let's remove this bandana. And let's zoom in on some of these head scans. So it looks like the scan is a little different than the Walmart figure. Not quite the same. It does capture the likeness of the Undertaker pretty well. I mean, one quick look at it again, kind of close up. Looking at the heads, got the shaved kind of head look going on the sides. And they both look pretty good. I'm pretty sure underneath this vest is probably this shirt. So it probably is the same body. And you can see the sculpting detail that they did add to the pants. So definitely plus for that from Mattel. Looks very good. So they didn't just kind of like reuse that figure. And of course, here we have one of the WrestleMania Elites. Again, kind of towards his later run in his career. And what would we be if we did not have the Undertaker lined up with his Boneyard opponent, obviously AJ Styles. If you guys do want to make a custom Boneyard figure, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get one. Grab this figure, use the shirt, the arms, throw it on maybe like a Dean Ambrose or Stone Cold body. You should be good to go for head swap. And one more thing before we head out. And what good would it be if we had a Boneyard Undertaker if we didn't have a motorcycle for him to ride off into the sunset on? Thanks for checking out this review. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Let me know what you guys think of these figures. Follow me on Instagram at AlexWestCollects. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel on here for more great content. Thanks for checking out this review, and always keep collecting.